Assalamu alaikum students, welcome to your foundation school system. This is class 8 physics and today we are going to discuss about stopwatch. In previous lecture we discussed about mass measuring instruments, we discussed about beam balance, physical balance, lever balance and electronic balance, and today's topic is stopwatch. Actually stopwatch is used to measure the small interval of time of an event. It is used to measure the time lapse between two events, and there are two types of stopwatch generally we use. Those are mechanical stopwatch and digital stopwatch. The mechanical stopwatch can measure the time interval up to minimum 0.1 second. Its least count is 0.1 second is the minimum time which can be measured with the help of a mechanical stopwatch. So 0.1 second is the least count of a mechanical stopwatch. And next we see how to use a mechanical stopwatch. Mechanical stopwatch has a knob that is used to wind the spring which powers the watch. It has a knob that is used to wind the spring. This spring powers the watch. The elastic potential energy stored in this spring powers the watch, and this knob is also used as start, stop and reset button. Press one time knob, watch starts. Next press, second press stops the watch, and the third time press, watch reset. So this is the method with which we use mechanical stopwatch. Next is the digital stopwatch. It is commonly used in labs and it can measure time interval as small as 1/100 seconds. So it measures 100 part of a second. So its least count is 1/100 second or 0.01 second. So mechanical stopwatch has least count 0.1 second and digital stopwatch has least count 0.01 second. So digital stopwatch is more accurate than mechanical stopwatch. Next, let's see how to use a digital stopwatch. Digital stopwatch starts to indicate the time lapsed as the start stop button is pressed. Whenever using digital stopwatch you press its start button, it measures the time lapse, and when start stop button is pressed again, it stops and indicates the time interval recorded. A reset button also present in digital stopwatch, which is used to restore the stopwatch to its zero reading. Now let's see some lab safety equipments which are essential for your labs. So these are waste disposal basket, which is used to dispose the waste products of your lab. Similarly, the next one is the fire alarm, which is also essential for the safety of your lab. Third one is the sand and water buckets, which are used to put out fire in case of emergency. The fourth one is the fire extinguisher, which is also used to put out fire. And the fifth one is the first aid box, and the last one is the fire blanket that is used to put off fire. Now our next topic is measuring cylinder. This is one of important tool of your lab. Measuring cylinder is used to measure the volume of liquid, and it is also used to measure volume of irregular shape objects. Now let's see the construction and least count of measuring cylinder. Measuring cylinder is made up of a glass cylinder, graduated glass cylinder marked in milliliter. This glass cylinder has readings on it in ml, in milliliter. It has a scale along its length that indicate volume in milliliter, and measuring cylinder has ranges 100 ml to 2500 ml. So measuring cylinder is used to volume of liquid, and it is also used to measure volume of irregular shape objects. Now let's see how to use a measuring cylinder. Measuring cylinder is used to measure volume, and we put the liquid in the cylinder. First of all, we place a measuring cylinder on a plane surface and then put some water into it. The upper level of water with graduated scale give the volume of the liquid. Here we must keep in mind a precaution, that is, in order to measure correct volume, keep the eye at the same level as the meniscus of the liquid. If we keep the eye above the meniscus, then and the reading is maybe show greater than actual value, and if we keep the eye below the volume, below the meniscus of the water, then the reading may be smaller than actual volume. And measuring cylinder is also used to measure volume of an irregular shape object. Let's see how to measure volume of an irregular shape object. Let's measure volume of a stone. Fill measuring cylinder with some water and note the volume of the water as initial volume Vi. First of all, fill measuring cylinder with some water and note its volume as initial volume Vi. Now put the stone in water, and when we put the stone in the water, the volume of the water raises and its reach and other volume, that is noted as final volume Vf. So the difference between final volume and the initial volume is the volume of the stone. So volume of stone is equals to Vf minus Vi. So this is our today's lecture. If you have any problem regarding the topics, you can ask me in comment section. Thank you so much. Take care.